3 small changes every man can make in order to boost your attraction and actually be perceived in a way that is respected, honored, and is seen in the light of who you are as a man, what you're capable of. And that's why these 3 points I will be sharing with you are the real things you need to implement to be confident in the man you are. And that's first and foremost by letting go of the beliefs, the limitations, and the blocks in your own life that you're putting on your trail, and making these very important adjustments necessary to see evidence of the change you're making first and foremost from within. So with that being said, let's get started with number 1. I need to start here because I think it's one of the most important areas for me to touch on, especially when I'm talking to you as a man. If you are not working out, if you don't have some form of physical activity a part of your routine, part of your structure, and to hold yourself accountable to what you are capable of as a man. And this can look different from person to person. You know, you don't have to go to the gym. You can work out at home. You can go for runs. You can go for hikes. But I personally believe that a man should at least exert some form of energy into developing himself on the physical. To be honest, it's what people notice first. And a man who can show himself that the time you're putting into the gym, the time you're putting into your health, that does play a huge part in how women perceive you. Because if you're overweight right now, if you're lacking that muscular frame, why are you comfortable with that body? And I'm not here to shame you, because you might actually love being overweight, might love being soft in some way. And no one's here to judge. However, are you lying to yourself? Do you actually like carrying around an extra 50 pounds unnecessarily? Or is it just the comfortability that has created yourself, your identity, upon what is actually weakening you as a man? Because I think it's highly, highly admirable to see a man with strength. And not just strength from his physical body, but what that means upon that man's mindset. It does take a lot out of a person to go to the gym. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy. But what else are you going to be doing? Not now, when? And I think this is something that is super, super relevant and important, especially in our modern day society, because there is zero excuses. You have no excuses for why you can't lift a weight or why you can't go for a run. Or, you can make ChatGPT make you a full workout program. There's zero excuse. The simple change I want you as a man to make in your life to boost your attraction is start showing up for yourself. The second area I want to touch on is a man who can change the way he interacts with a woman. And this can look different from conversation to conversation. Women are drawn to men who can make them feel valued, make them feel important, make them feel seen and heard. And you may have heard that before, but it's one thing to hear stuff like that, but it's another thing to show this to another person. So I think for the men today who maybe feel awkward or don't know where to start when it comes to having conversation, it could be something you may fear. I highly recommend investing a portion of your time in learning how other people do it and the types of results they get being that type of person. There's a ton of advice videos, there's a ton of books of how to have great quality conversation. And I think this can look different from person to person based upon your very own unique personality. Because one thing I won't recommend is you don't want to fake who you are. Not only is this setting yourself up for failure, because how long can that go on? You're not giving the other person an opportunity to get to know the truest version of yourself. It's one thing to be attractive. It's a whole other thing to represent yourself in an attractive light. Women are far more attracted to men who show genuine interest in them. So instead of talking nonstop out of you being nervous or you fearing the awkward silence, start becoming present in what they're saying, what they're communicating with you. And instead of allowing your nerves to get ahead of yourself, start breathing in the moment. Start actually paying attention to what she has to say and ask some really great open-ended questions. 2 questions are, what is something that you're passionate about? Another question could look like, what's the best thing that happened to you this week? These questions give her space to open up to you, reflect on the question at hand. It's quite boring to be shallow in the questions you ask a person. So digging deeper, giving the woman an opportunity to be in the spotlight, whether it's sharing about what actually makes her very happy, makes her feel purposeful, asking her about her future and future goals, dreams, aspirations. These are something that actually gives a person an opportunity to activate their inner light. And how amazing that can make her feel. And like I said, can boost your attraction just by being a genuine human being. The final change I'm going to add to today's video is actually you taking care of yourself. And I mean that in every sense of the word. When was the last time you genuinely took care of yourself for a full day? Whether that's getting up when you said you're going to get up, and maybe going for a walk and recentering your mind and preparing yourself for the good day you're going to have. Affirming positive affirmations to yourself, making sure that not only just your physical is taken care of, your mental, but your spiritual health and hygiene for that matter. I think this is something that makes a human being super, super attractive because not a lot of people are doing it. Not a lot of people know their worth. Not a lot of people take the time and energy they give so freely to other people back to themselves. And it's a cliche thing, but it's a very accurate statement. We can't pour from an empty cup. And I think especially when it comes to interacting with women, you're going to find yourself so drained. You need time to rest. You need time to rejuvenate. You need time for you to recenter yourself, especially if you're in the mix with all these different types of energies. That's what I mean about spiritual hygiene. And this could look like taking on a meditation practice, and what this does for a man's peace of mind, and what this does for a man's outer projection of how he views himself, this world, as well as women. And the more time and effort you put into balancing yourself out as a human being, the more you will see the reflections of the actions you're taking in the people you meet, in the opportunities you attract, in just how you feel on a moment-to-moment basis when you have the accurate tools in your toolkit to use when you're stressed out. Instead of grabbing the bottle, maybe going for a walk, listening to a podcast, going in your closet, and spending 10 minutes in the dark meditating and breathing. But this is something that can sound woo-woo to a lot of people, but I do find it highly attractive when a person cares about themselves enough to start putting yourself first instead of the women you're desiring. Do not put these people on a pedestal and start prioritizing your health. Start prioritizing how you feel in your body. Because a lot of people date in order to soothe the loneliness, soothe the isolation, soothe the insecurity that they have just within themselves. So instead of using people as a band-aid, start healing yourself when you are single, when you do have this time and space for yourself by investing your time wisely, but also investing your money wisely. If you really want to revamp yourself or kind of make yourself feel more confident, I think it definitely starts from within, but we can also do things like buying a nice outfit that makes you feel really good as a man, whether it's jeans and a t-shirt or a new workout outfit, whatever it is for you that makes you feel confident in who you are. Invest in that, because why not? Why not? Instead of giving your money away on all these dates, paying for these nice dinners or whatever you're doing, why don't you reinvest that back into yourself? And when a man does this, it shows. It doesn't just show in the ways he looks. It shows in the ways that he talks, how his skin reflects his health. This has everything to do with a person's attraction. That isn't just about genetics, you guys. If you're ugly, there's no hope for you. You're not a Chad and you're not 6 foot and you don't have 6 figures. If you listen and you engage in that talk, it's actually not bettering your situation at all, and it's digging a deeper hole that you can get out of whenever you're ready. I think for a man who doesn't give up on himself is a man who can conquer anything. And when it comes to your attraction as a man, you first and foremost have to show up in a way that is not only attractive to who you are as a man, but also how are you going to act when you're in a relationship? Are you going to let yourself go completely? Are you not going to shave? Are you not going to brush your teeth? Are you not going to shower? The answer is probably no. You're still going to do those things. So make sure you're doing the simple things for yourself as well. So if this video could help you, assist you, inspire you in any way, let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys are wanting any one-on-one coaching with me where we could go over similar topics or whatever you have in mind, I'm open ears and would love to have a call with you. So my email will be linked down below. And again, if you guys liked today's video and you don't want to miss any more, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any future uploads, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.